Ready? Hey guys, welcome back to Table Talk, the show where we answer your questions on Twitter and on Reddit and on the YouTube comments of this video. I'm Sam Basher.
Is this the Charlotte Hornets, or what's that basketball team?
Steve.
Billy Billinson.
What's
Okay.
that basketball team where it's a hornet?
I looked up the.
The Hornets? You mean like the Miami Hornets?
Are we really on?
Yeah, we're going.
What team is it?
What team is?
I
It's
think
not, you mean?
Hornet.
Oh, this color scheme?
The Charlotte Hornets. I said it right.
Yeah.
I recently looked up what's like the worst record for NBA something, and it was the Charlotte Hornets, and they had the worst score, and 2 years later they changed their name. I'd assume it was because of that.
Wow.
Wait, the worst score in a season? Like
Yeah.
They changed their name.
They lost so bad that they're like, we got to rebrand.
Come on, guys.
Wait,
What the fuck?
I have a question.
Just do it.
If you had like a thing, like you were like in charge of a school or in charge of a team, what would your like mascot bullshit be? Like that's the thing that's a question we sometimes get on here. But what's your guys'?
The headbands.
The headband.
The headbands. If you come to our game and you aren't wearing a headband, it's because you don't really respect the Los Angeles headbands.
You're really into headbands right
I would
now, right?
be,
yeah.
Aren't they fun? Aren't they fun?
They really are.
Like maybe someone like the LA Mogwais.
Hold on, Steve.
Or maybe like someone opening a scary door somewhere.
It's fun because this is an audio podcast now, so that's.
Is it?
Everyone couldn't guess what it is.
How about the Los Angeles Hobbits?
Oh, there you go.
The Los Angeles Halflings.
There you go.
What's a halfling?
Halfling is what a hobbit is.
Basically, right? They're like dwarves.
Humans
magic.
call them halflings.
Wait, so in the Lord of the Rings universe, there are also humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who is a human from the characters?
The king.
Like Aragorn
Yeah.
and Boromir.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they look like.
They just
No.
look like dudes. They look like Game of Thrones guys.
Okay, so they're like humans, but like
They're
kind
not
of dirty.
the pale
Yeah.
white elves.
They got
They're not Gimli.
beards and
Yeah.
they've got long hair and shields and shit.
Yeah.
And they're tall like mans.
No, but the elves are what are really tall in Lord of the Rings, right?
Elves are about as tall as humans.
I
Yeah,
thought they were
that?
taller. I thought they were like tall tree.
I mean,
motherfuckers.
maybe a little bit taller.
And in Lord of the Rings, there's Groots, right?
Yeah, there's Groots.
You mean Ents?
No, big Groots.
They're called
Big
Ents.
Groots.
They're called
Big
Ents.
Groots.
And
Hey.
it wouldn't be a Groot if it weren't for Ents. So
Speaking
show
of
a little
Groots-
respect to Dr. George R.R. Martin Cold Tolkien.
Oh, he is a doctor, right? Because he's a linguist.
Yes.
Oh,
With
he has
this,
like a degree.
With this special episode of Table Talk, it's real special. I thought we could play a game while we ask questions.
Okay.
And with
I
that,
really hope Battleship is in there.
I wish I pulled out 3 battleships.
Yeah, it should be like
with
it
little
should be-
GoPros on them.
No, I just wish there was a different game in the Jenga box.
No, of course. Like I pull,
Yeah.
I pull it out. I would be
Yeah.
really fun. But with
Like
that,
checkers.
while
You didn't set this up before?
No, of course I wouldn't do that. But while I do,
I don't want to be on time.
there you go. Hey.
Half the fun is watching a boy set up
Up
Jenga.
Jenga.
I love watching boys put Jenga together.
What one scene in a movie or television show hits you and feels the worst?
Who's that from?
Oh, that's
Oh.
from They323.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, man, I've talked about this.
The one scene that'll hit you?
It's Return of the King, and there's 2 scenes that get me in the Lord of the Rings series. One is when Gandalf the Grey is no more, rest in peace, and he becomes Gandalf the White later on. But when Gandalf falls and he says, "Fly, you fools!" and then Frodo goes, "Gandalf!" and they have that sad moment outside the cave where they're fucking crying because Gandalf died.
Elijah Wood really sold it though. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
yeah, he's great.
Look, like I mean, I like when I see those movies. When I see Elijah Wood now, I think he is just.
Yeah, he fucking nailed Frodo, man.
He really is Frodo.
He nailed it in Spy Kids 3, let's be
When
honest.
they announced that Elijah Wood was going to be Frodo, that was like the most exciting casting choice that had been made in
Really?
quite some time.
You knew him before that?
No, well, yeah, of course.
Wait,
Elijah Wood's in a bunch of different movies.
The one with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, he was a Good Son.
The Good Son, that's what I
He's
know him
in,
from.
He was in Back to the Future too. He was also
Wilfred.
Wait,
Well, he was in a movie called North.
what was he in Back to
He
the
was a
Future
little
2?
kid who's like playing with wild gunmen at the Cafe 80s. And he's like, you have to use your hands to like play a video game. That's a baby's toy.
Really?
Yeah, it's Elijah Wood there.
That's cool.
The other scene that gets me every fucking time, I've said this a million times on this show before, but it's a new show now, so now it's
No
a
one knows anything.
new story. It's the scene in Return of the King when like fucking Frodo's like they're on Mount Doom and Frodo's like done and he's tired and the ring is cutting through his neck. And he's just like, I can't do this anymore, Sam. I can't do it. And Sam is like, I may not be able to carry that ring, Mr. Frodo, because the ring, like Frodo thought Sam was gonna steal the ring at one point, and also it's like super heavy, and I don't know if he can take it off him anymore. But he's like, I don't know if I can carry that ring, Mr. Frodo, but I can carry you.
Oh, yeah.
And he lifts up Frodo, and the music swells, and he's just like carrying his fucking best friend. It's fucking every time is so fucking good.
I agree. I can't do this.
There you go.
What was I gonna say? I don't
That is
know.
a good scene.
Right?
I don't like Lord of the Rings that much, but I do love that scene when he carries him.
I don't
Is
know
it
if
my turn?
anything gets me, but I just saw that movie Fargo, and
You just saw it.
I just saw half of it till I fell asleep.
Wait,
And
what
there's
made
this-
you? What compelled you to start watching that?
That's a
friend
great
of mine.
movie.
And then what happened was this guy started shooting everybody like on a freeway, and I was like, this is a little scary for me, and I went to sleep.
It's
Hold on a second. Let me get this straight. You got another friend that likes showing you movies, or?
Oop.
I do, and this one might have convinced me to watch something that was didn't even have real jokes in it.
Fargo?
Fargo.
Yeah,
I
what
guess
about
maybe
that
it
time-
is
Fargo's,
just a
Fargo's
joke
got
in it.
jokes.
Maybe I
Fargo's
just
funny.
didn't get it,
It's
huh?
a
What
really
What about
dark
that time
comedy.
I tried showing you fucking Elephant Man? That movie doesn't have no jokes.
Everybody's favorite
I did
story
like
when we
that.
were all having a blast and you turn on
Yeah.
Elephant Man.
Laughing, having a good
Yeah.
time.
I tried. The only way for me to get you guys to watch movies with me was to trick you.
Oh, Fantastic Mr. Fox, though. That was
That's
we
true.
watched that,
That
and
was
I want to watch it
planned.
again.
I want to see that one too. Is that Wes Anderson? Oh.
Yes.
I keep trying to show you, Will, Inglourious Bastards, because you love Django so much.
I do. It's the
You
same.
guys, I hate it.
I want to see it.
It's Quentin Tarantino, right?
If you have a little movie night, I might come and see it.
Well, you will.
There you go.
What scene gets you?
Oh yeah, that's what the question was. For a long time it was the scene. I think I talked about this movie. It was like the first movie I actually saw in theaters, but it still kind of gets me. Is
The SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, that's the one. In Iron Giant, when he flies up and he says Superman, I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, thinking about it right now, I got a little upset, like, because that movie still gets me. And I mean, obviously, cheap shots. Any animal movie where they get hurt or like they die,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
spoilers, Marley and Me.
Why do we keep paying Vin Diesel top dollar to voice act 3 words at a time?
He gets paid
He's
so much
really
money for
good
that,
at
too.
it.
He really is.
Yeah.
He really sells.
He went
his
from
one
Street
word.
Sharks,
He's the leader of the Street Sharks. He's a great warrior.
and then he went to Iron Giant.
Good for him.
A great warrior.
He's a great warrior.
That's a real success story.
What's your favorite sad movie?
I don't watch sad movies.
I don't understand that.
I don't want to feel sad ever.
It's fun sometimes. You get a little down in the dumps, and then you pick yourself back up with something funny after.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of when animals get hurt in movies, one of the saddest scenes in a movie that people actually are very torn about. They don't know if they like it or not. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people kind of like it. Was in I Am Legend.
Oh, that.
That scene got me, man. That's fucked up because he's singing that song to him, and he's just like slowly dying in his arms, and it's like his only friend, and like
Or the scene following that, because
Yeah.
that scene always obviously gets me. But like the one that does get me too is when he goes to the video store and he talks to the mannequin. And he's
Yeah.
like, "Please say hello to me." I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
God, this is awful."
That's a great movie, man. Too bad it kind of goes to shit in the end. Huh?
Have you seen the alternate ending of that movie?
Yeah, it's good.
Do you liked it more than the original?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen it?
There's really
I have.
nothing.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only thing that could have really fixed that movie would have been like some good, solid rewrites for that third act. I think.
Really?
I think.
What I don't understand is how did they let Will Smith be the last person alive? Like he didn't have like some security guards.
Well, they show how it happens.
Yeah,
I
he's
remember.
immune or something.
And Will Smith's in it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As his daughter, right?
And actually, like his kids play his actual kids all the time.
Oh,
yeah.
but in
Why?
Pursuit of Happiness, Jaden was really good.
Did
It was
anybody
really
here
good.
see that After Earth movie or whatever the fuck it was
Yes,
called?
I saw it in
Is that what it's
theaters.
called, After
Mhm.
Earth?
Yeah.
It's real bad. There's this scene where I'm like, we do green screen work over like here, and it looks pretty good. There's like, but when I watched that movie, there's a scene that they shot in like a spaceport like thing that they were gonna launch from. It looks awful.
Oh, really?
Awful. It looks because they had to do weird reshoots all the time, and like there were like rumors that like M. Night Shyamalan directed it, but like really it was Will Smith, but they wanted M. Night Shyamalan's name on it.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. Like the movie makes zero sense as you're
Really?
watching it. It does not make sense. Like the main point in that movie is that there's these creatures that they go after people because they can smell people's fear, but no one thought to put on a full body suit just to cover up their thing, like their sense. It was real dumb.
I like
Real dumb.
Because I'm a big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then it came out that M. Night Shyamalan was gonna direct that, and people like lost their minds.
lost their minds.
Well,
Yeah.
I was excited.
Yeah.
I was excited for it, like an M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie.
Do you guys remember that
I was
Dragon
too.
Ball movie?
Evolution?
Yes.
That had literally nothing to do with Dragon Ball.
Yes.
Not a damn thing about it.
so
I wanted
funny.
to see it so bad. I don't know, but then everybody said it was terrible, so I never saw it.
I tried it. I tried going through it. They're like, there's this line in the middle that always gets me. It's like, at least we have our Dragon Balls. And then they like walk off into like, they're in a marketplace. They're like, basically they say like, everything's going to shit without cursing. But they're like, well, at least we got our Dragon Balls. And then they do the thing in movies where they're like,
Yep, we
and then they take off. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it possible to like get Jenga like somehow started over by just taking it apart?
I don't know. You'd have to be real smooth and get it out of there really
think-
quick and let it drop.
This is like, guys, I'm serious. I don't think we can do anything else on this. Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah, you don't trust me, man. You'll be surprised.
We'll get far with this one.
I'm the one right now for this.
Mind if you... Did you get the
Ooh,
question?
don't mind if I
Oh, you
don't.
got the
I have
question.
it.
Yeah, my bad. I was confused. Who went next? I can get this one. Hold on.
What's it say, Steve?
Yes. I just answered. Let's see. Fuzengamu says, if you could be any minor character on your favorite show, who would it be and why?
Token from South Park.
Butters from South Park.
Yeah?
I'd be Butters. I like Butters.
Did
a
you like
lot.
South Park?
Nah, I like, I think I was too young and all my friends started watching it when we were in like 6th grade and I was like, guys, there are bad words in here. But every time I have seen it though, I thought it was really funny, like the movies with the devil. I remember I saw it, I thought I was dying laughing at
Oh,
that
the
shit.
South Park movie.
Yeah.
Honestly though, I think I would like to play a character like Samwell Tarly on Game of Thrones.
Which one's that one?
He's
For
like
the people that don't
he's
know.
like the bigger, kind of chunkier man that's with Jon Snow. He's like friends with Jon Snow.
Okay. Wait, who's Hodor?
Hodor is that's not Hodor is a different character, but that'd be a good character to play too.
Yeah?
You don't have to memorize your lines or anything like that. You just say Hodor.
I think either I should have been Michael B. Jordan in Creed. I should have been that guy. Like I have the body for it and everything. But I think I'm meant to be like Barney from How I Met Your Mother. Like Barney has a public, like people like if you don't watch the show, you're like, oh, Barney's a guy that like gets girls and like is like a playboy. But Barney's actually just like stupid. So I'd love to do that.
You wanna play
He's
a
not.
stupid-
He's not that. What's his job? Do they ever find out what his
You
job
have
is?
to watch the whole
Oh
show
my
to
bad.
find
No
out.
spoilers. No spoilers. Because like I remember he has a crazy awesome apartment.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a bartender in either How I Met Your Mother, like at their bar, because like it's a supporting character. So I'd be that or the coffee barista, whatever, in Friends, because you were always
that's
hanging
fun.
out with them. That'd be really cool. But in a movie, I would be like, who the fuck does he hang out with? I'll be like, Daredevil's got like a sidekick that he hangs out with, and he's
Oh,
like
Muffin.
becoming
Muffin.
Muffin. And
From the comics.
Daredevil is gritty and like kind of like
You ever
people
tried
get
it?
stabbed and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my sidekick Muffin.
Yeah, it's like Foggy. That's what it is. Yeah.
Muffin's straight from the comics, which I always appreciate when they do that well.
I had to breathe through that one. This is getting scary. How are you guys so casual?
I don't know, because you gotta just go with it.
Yeah, gotta go with the flow. With that, Spectrum's 4 from Reddit writes, what sport do you feel should be underwater instead? I saw this one. I really like this
Golf.
one.
Because it's like the most boring shit in the world.
If
If it
any
was underwater, you'd have so much more of a fun element.
It takes so much longer.
How does that work if you play golf underwater?
You have to make it go out of
You
the
have
water?
to yeah, you have to get it into a hole still, but in water.
and wait,
It's
don't
impossible.
in golf if you hit it in water, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Right?
If you get it in
So,
water, it's bad. Yeah.
This is a sport that already exists that you'd play underwater.
I just know that if there was any sport that we could also play in water, humans would have done it already.
I know,
right?
but what would make it more
Yeah,
fun?
but we're saying like what would be a more fun, like basketball. That'd be fun underwater.
I would like a marathon underwater.
Or what about
A
hockey?
marathon, yeah.
Yeah.
Hockey
Hockey underwater.
under iced water. You know how like ice freezes and like you go under it.
Yeah.
Like,
What
Have
if
you
hockey-
seen those
Oh, go
people
ahead.
that like put on those like they fill their like weight belts instead of weight belts, they put them fill them with air and they walk upside down on the underside of
Oh,
the frozen
cool.
legs. Do hockey that way.
You gotta
gonna
be
say-
white to do that.
What if hockey were played on super thin ice on a deep, like freezing lake? And like he had like no protective gear at all,
and somebody, the heaviest person on the team just goes in the middle and just jumps.
Could you imagine that? That'd be the most nerve-wracking thing ever.
I would watch the shit out of that.
All the time.
I wish Quidditch was real, but like it is real. But like I want to play it with real flying brooms.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Would you play it underwater?
No.
Would you like fly on the broom and then just dive bomb into the water?
What about racing underwater?
With cars?
Race cars, yeah.
I would like that.
That would be cool. That's like, you remember at every arcade, there's that one car game you can play, and it's like extreme shit. It's like you're flipping, and then you're underwater.
You're in like neon cities and everything.
Yeah.
I love those. I love the ones when you're on a bike and you can like.
Do you guys remember those games? There were these games where you were like driving in a car. I think they were called Burnout. Where like you would drive a car, and the main goal of the game was to create as much carnage with your car as possible.
Oh,
like you would like launch off things and destroy an entire like block with your car. That was some fun shit.
All the most fun games are the ones where you can fuck up things.
Yeah,
like GTA San Andreas is when like the last time they actually had like really good cheat codes and you could go through and do whatever the hell you want.
Flying car.
My favorite was I did flying car, but you also get a jetpack. So when you fly up in like your Jeep or whatever, you jump out and then you just.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Really
now,
fun.
the new one had like you could just like make yourself fall from the sky, which is cool. I like Grand Theft Auto a lot. I don't actually play it. I like to watch people play it.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's entertaining enough for me.
It's fun though. It's like I like watching people do it too.
And it's weird because that's like the city we live in. So it's like, why don't we just leave home? You know?
Yeah. Have you ever asked somebody or been around somebody? They're like, oh yeah, I saw this part in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, but it's also here already. It's been here for like 50 years. Yeah.
It's real life.
Down, guys.
No.
I don't think so. I think you got this.
You got it.
I think
you got
this.
it. Wow. Just yank it like a tooth. There you go. Look
at
that.
Good God.
This is more stressful than surgery. What was your favorite arcade game when you were a kid?
Rampage.
What's that one?
Wait, is that the one with the monsters?
Yeah.
That's the one with the monsters. Are you playing as the monsters?
Yeah, you're destroying and eating humans. You're destroying buildings and stuff. And like helicopters come and try to blast you down, and you gotta destroy the helicopters and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know. I know my least favorite arcade.
Oh, you should. Oh, that'd be a lot of fun.
My least favorite game at arcades is the Aliens game. It's at a lot of arcades now, and
the
like
one where you have the gun.
Yeah, and there's like a million aliens, and you gotta shoot them. And I'm like, as a
thanks for watching Table Talk, guys.
I don't like that arcade. You lost.
I lost. I usually lose at this game. My favorite was always Time Crisis, even though that's on every single fucking arcade game.
Oh, Time Crisis.
Oh, is that the one where you go like you step on the pedal and then you?
Yeah, right. It's so much fun, and like they throw grenades at you, and like I love the voice of the guy. Yeah. You could get it actually for your PlayStation, and you could take it home and play it. Yeah. We got it. Wasn't as fun. It wasn't as fun as playing in an arcade.
But, that's so unrealistic because, like, in that game, it's you and one other dude, and you guys shoot cumulatively 1,000 other people.
Yes.
I would have got 5 minutes into the building and then been murdered.
Yeah. How scary, at least for me as a kid, how scary was it for you to play House of the Dead?
I love those games.
Have
you ever played Typing of the Dead?
No, what's that?
It's the same principle as House of the Dead. But, like, the zombies have, like, a word written on their chest, and you have to, like, type out the word really quick in order to kill the zombie.
Is that like a kid in computer class
it's kind
type
of
game?
like that, yeah. It's so fun. It actually had an arcade version.
That's actually pretty cool.
Arcades in Japan. I love those games where you sit in a car and, like, you get into, like, an actual, like, thing with, like, a friend, and there's, like, 2 big guns, and you sit there and the whole thing moves.
That's
and you, like,
fun.
Blast.
Jurassic Park
Yeah,
and stuff?
like Jurassic Park, and there's one where, like, you shoot, like, giant bugs and stuff. I love that shit.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Giant bugs, yeah.
Giant bugs.
I used to really love going to Chuck E. Cheese. We were just talking about it on the White Wall. Remember how, like, the robots are, like, so
terrifying.
bad? Yeah, they're just, like, they're, like, playing instruments, and they're really just moving like this. But as a kid, that was, like, Chuck E. Cheese.
Have you gone recently?
No, it's been a minute.
Yeah, my nephew.
I feel like my brother did this thing. Like, he tells a story about, like, looking behind the curtain one time. Like, when the curtain was closed at Chuck E. Cheese. It's just all the robots back there, like, just stuck in this position, like, waiting for the show to come back on.
Yeah.
Or maybe their eyes are closed or something.
Have you seen a skin one?
I can relate.
Where it's just like that head?
They're terrifying.
Oh.
I love it, though.
What was that movie you had us watch?
Rockafire, man.
Wait,
Rockafire Explosion.
That's have you seen it?
No.
It's like
the Rockafire Explosion is a documentary about what Chuck E. Cheese was before it was Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, I came down into the living room when you used to live, and I think you guys were all watching that, right?
Yeah, it's called Showbiz Pizza,
It was really interesting.
And there was this guy that invented all these robots. They're fucking terrifying.
And I remember when I saw it, the guy was talking for like 20 minutes straight, and I could tell he had only been asked one question, and he just went up. And you know what we really did is we really built these machines, and we had a purpose for it. He wanted that
The documentary is amazing because it goes into like this like insane kind of fandom for Showbiz Pizza, and the fandom extends to the point where fans actually like bought a version of that show so that they could have it at home.
Was that the same dude that would mouthwash with Mountain Dew?
No, he would only drink Mountain Dew.
No way.
He did not drink water. I mean, he probably drank booze too.
Yeah.
But he just drank Mountain Dew, and the entire time, here's a fun game to play while you're watching this movie, if you watch it with your friends. Does that man have teeth? Because I don't know. I actually have seen the documentary like maybe 7 times, and it's like my favorite thing in the world to try to figure out. Because if you're only drinking Mountain Dew, your teeth are going to go by.
And that's not like only drinking soda, which would be terrible.
Right.
I've been there, but just Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew is like the sugariest of all.
Yeah,
the sugars.
I love it though.
It's good. It's like delicious little sweet green antifreeze.
What?
Antifreeze.
Did you know if you drink antifreeze, you get like it's like not just like poisonous, but you can get like a disease from it. That's just me saying it with actually no research behind it whatsoever.
Man, why do they make it look so delicious and green like Mountain Dew?
I feel like I'm really into blue drinks. If I'm whenever we're at a restaurant and I look on the menu, I'm looking for a blue drink, but that shouldn't be a thing.
I like blue drinks too.
I'm a fan of blue. I'm a fan of green. I'm a fan of red. That's one of my favorite Simpsons jokes is when they say like, "What flavor is your slusho?" and they're like, "Green, stupid."
Yeah,
like,
green.
Why?
Why?
Wait, Slusho is in The Simpsons?
Well,
yeah,
Squishy.
Squishy. Sorry,
Yeah, Squishy.
Slusho is the J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
With that, guys, I like to do.
Did he ever put that in like other movies like Star Trek?
It's in
Star Trek.
Cloverfield.
Really?
Yeah.
It's in Cloverfield?
Slusho's not in.
Oh, yes, it is in Star Trek. In the first JJ Star Trek, they go to a bar, and Uhura orders a drink, and on the drink, on the menu, there's like a Slusho like floating on there. It's like a holographic menu. And I think she might even order a Slusho.
God, who's the dude who goes through that then like has to put all those hidden things
I know,
in
right?
there?
It just must be someone who works at Bad Robot that's like, you want me to put a Slusho in this one?
Or like the guy who keeps hounding everybody's like, when are we going to get the Slusho in the movie? It's like, I don't know, man. It's a monster movie. We'll figure it out.
By the way, Slusho is also in that JFK show.
That 11/22.
Yeah.
Really?
Because J.J. Abrams worked on it.
Yeah. It's a Bad Robot show.
I love when directors like build out their movies with like hidden things like that. Disney does it. I mean, obviously Avengers does it.
The airplane pilot, before it was going down, he was taking a sip.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No, I remember it. I remember that.
Oh, I
yes,
remember.
Sorry, I remembered it.
I never saw that.
No, you didn't.
What was I gonna say? Forgot.
Jesus H. Christ. Damn. With that, we're gonna do our favorite segment from the show, Table Talk Takeaways. Steve, may you take it away?
Well, I gotta be honest with you guys. I didn't take much away from this episode. I didn't really learn anything about anybody. I didn't become enlightened by any knowledge or anything like that. But I enjoyed discussing jovial things with my friends, and I love talking about things that I enjoy and love. And that's all really I can ask for on a program like this.
The only thing I can ask for in my life is hope and change in my life. I have enough friends that it's an open forum for feelings. I can express myself in any way, and I'm glad I can do that on this show.
And for me, I realized that Matthew Fox doesn't really have a future in the show business. He attacked people in public though on buses and things.
I don't know who
that
is.
He was in Bone Tomahawk. He was pretty good in that.
Well, there you go. He made in Bone Tomahawk. And with that, guys, go watch Bone Tomahawk. Go watch Rocket Fire Explosion.
Yeah.
That's the one about all the Chuck E. Cheese nightmares.
Robots?
Yeah. But
if you like Five Nights at Freddy's, you'll probably like that.
Yeah. It's the real life.
You asshole.
Make sure you send us your questions and topics on Twitter, Reddit, and in the comment section of these videos. And this is an audio podcast, so make sure you go listen to it and check out all the other episodes on SourceFed. I'm Sam.
I'm Steve.
I'm Bob.
You have a tier.
Oh my God.
From John Cleese today about how being offensive in comedy.
I think I saw that too.
I don't know what's up there. Is it the final frontier?